Fuck.
Uh-huh. Yes.
After dark.
Uh-huh. It is after dark. This is the after dark, fuck. I should not have gotten back for this. This is gonna be a problem.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back to this week's podcast. Today's podcast is going to be brought to you by Endless Meats. And why can't I hold all these apricots?
This week's podcast is also brought to you by Raves and Shifting into Warrior Cats. Also, a special third guest. Look at the size of this fucking McDonald's bag.
Oh.
Did you know this was possible?
I did not know.
Well,
I did not know. I've seen some fairly large ones that I ordered myself, but I don't think I've seen one that big.
thank you.
What was in it?
So they didn't give us any of the sauce, but they did give us all 80 of the nugs, and we also got a full Happy Meal with a Space Jam toy in it, and
Nice, okay, that's good.
and a Big Mac, I think, and some other sloppy boys of some kind, maybe. It was for 3 people.
80 nugs sounds like the right number.
But does 0 sauce sound like the right number?
No, that sounds like a super wrong number.
Yeah, dry nugs.
80
No,
nugs.
thank you.
I cannot think of a worse punishment than 80 dry nugs.
I got 80 dry nugs over here. Fuck.
Life's not worth living if you have 80 dry nugs and no fucking sauce. It's a tragedy.
You gotta introduce yourself now, though.
I'm your host, Madison, the other one.
Your other host, Jesse James. One of us has started having drugs already, and one of us hasn't. Guess which one? Anyway, I'm about to. Hey, here's a snack corner. Here's a not normal amount of soda from Mexico, so I'm gonna get in there.
Ooh, I like that. I like the packaging.
Me too.
Cool.
I like that it's not a twist off.
That is nice. Very, ooh, is it lime flavor?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's a half liter.
Mm-hmm.
And once it gets down to a quarter liter, I might add to it.
Add some good stuff.
Do you have any snack things that you want to get into before I go down this list of drinks?
Yeah, I got one snack, and it's this.
Yeah, that's a snack that I've had before, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good snack. I'm probably going to have some more of these snacks as the night progresses.
Yeah.
And this was the previous snack evidence that I referenced earlier before we started recording. I tried these bad boys.
Some of these, you say?
Some of these. Hashtag sponsored.
You, yes, thank you for your sponsorship, Doritos.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that they are bugles?
I did not enjoy the fact that the Doritos were bugles. Also, when I bought these, I saw like the blue and thought, this is ranch flavor. Yeah. Cool ranch flavor to be specific. And these are really actually spicy.
Debatable. Okay.
Well, if you're a giant bitch baby like me, you're kind of spicy.
But they are missing the cooler part of the ranch, and I would love to have both of those things.
Yeah, if there is a little more of the, like, I don't know, not creamy, I don't know, whatever that, I didn't want to say it, but I couldn't think of a better.
For being as bugly and unyielding as they are, they are very creamy to the taste. You're right.
Yeah.
And give us a flavor profile, please. Okay.
Good. This is indeed one dark, smooth ale.
Nice.
This is gonna be a long fucking podcast.
Did somebody say creamy? Because I thought maybe I'd get a little vanilla. Ooh,
oh yeah, I'm
that
excited.
close up does have some thickness. I did get a
Isn't that what you wanted?
I got a bit of milk with my Happy Meal. So I initially was like, I can just pour this into milk. But I decided against it. So, you know.
I'm glad you have that milk.
Yeah. I'm going to pour it into coffee.
Yeah.
Because only a monster would drink milk.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I would trust McDonald's milk in particular.
I only drink Mick milk.
Did you get McChalky milk? Or just McMilk?
Just Mick milk. Also, God. So, here's an interesting thing that has to do with you, actually. I think there are more weird side people listening to this off of like Facebook and whatever than I imagined originally. Because I had somebody who I talk to occasionally. We were talking about some stuff, and they were like, "Oh, Boise, is that where Madison is?" I was like, "What?" And the like next thing they said was like, "Yeah, she seems really fun." I was like,
"Oh no!"
I have no fucking clue where this came from.
Oh, no.
So that was an interesting experience that I had like last week.
God.
I mean, she's a cool person.
People know me.
I no indication that was the case until that specific message. So that's something to think about, I guess.
I don't know. Did we post any pictures together in the recently after the trip? I don't think I did. I don't think we did.
Nowhere that would be easily viewable, I guess. But like people have access to see the podcast, and
yeah,
I don't know, like, but I don't think this person's like up in my Instagram or anything, so.
Yeah, that's probably the only other way. Either that or they're Googling like very wet threats or some shit.
This person did ask me if I was familiar with horror-themed pornography. I think the last time I talked to them before this, so that's not completely outside of the realm of possibility.
No, this person sounds like our people.
Oh yeah, no, I can contest to that.
Okay.
Anyway, that was just a side thing I wanted to throw out there because it was very surprising.
That would be incredibly jarring.
Well, because like I was at work, so I wasn't like staring at my phone or anything, and then I looked over and it was like, "Do you mean Madison?" I was like,
Seems fun.
seems fun.
She said it's fun. I'm so fun. I'm the most fun.
I mean,
thanks, person, for saying that. I'm feeling pretty fun right now.
yeah. You're usually pretty fun.
Yeah, I think I'm a good time.
I have to show you a picture that I didn't realize I had. Should I show it on the screen for you being a good time or not? It is from there's nothing too bad in it or anything. It's just very like, oh, that's fun. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Here, I'll send it to you and you can decide. That seems better.
Okay. I'll make a judgment.
I think it's very fun. It should be on its way.
Oh, no! I mean, you can. I guess.
Okay.
To be fair, this photo is very fun.
I know. Here, check this shit out. This is what fun looks like.
This is poster child of fun. I like how it's kind of blown out when you put it so close to the screen, but as you move farther away, you can see like my teeth.
Also, so I just want to make
there
sure.
We go.
Is this a short turtleneck that you have on under this?
I haven't fucking talked about it. I don't know. I was thinking. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Nice.
This were made, clearly. Can you see how fried my hair is? I did such a bad job on it.
I thought that hairstyle was dope, but then again, check out my hairstyle. You might not want to take my personal thoughts on hair.
I did enjoy it. So.
I do have a snack here. Some sponge.
What is a sponge?
What? Sponge, of course, is it's like a cracker with marshmallows, marshmallows and coconut, and then like a weird little like jelly jam dot in the middle.
Huh. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy sponge, but it is kind of hard to find. Look, I do. It's just find some.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. I just have this photo open on my phone, just sitting here. I need to close it so I can stop seeing that in my peripheral vision.
Make it your background.
No. No.
So I got the. I'll go through drinks as we go. I did finish this already.
Was it everything you hoped and dreamed? It looked fine.
Yeah.
It looked thicker than I was expecting.
Well, I'm gonna just do a little rinse.
Milk.
Hopefully that will not taint the other things I plan to put in here.
Did you just rinse it with milk?
No, I rinsed it with water. And I drank it. Now I'm gonna try to relieve it of this milk, as you do. So So this is Mountain Dew Baja Punch.
No.
And yeah.
That's dumb.
There upstairs, I have Mountain Dew Baja Flash, and it's yellow, so I was like, that's not different enough. But this orange one is opposite the color wheel from blue, so I thought it was a better option. Don't worry about it.
That's fun. Flash.
Flash. Yeah.
Okay.
They're ruining the brand. What I thought
really are.
What I thought was a trustworthy garbage brand has been completely thrown in the dumpster.
They're overthinking it. You don't need to Baja every single thing. It's only the blast needs to be a Baja.
You do have to Baja every single thing if you want to get around the deals you made with stores, I think. So I'm gonna open this and see if I can pour it on my computer.
Yeah.
Looks like I didn't. I should have worn one of my myriad of orange shirts, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead.
Could have been on theme, on brand.
If any specific person is watching this who recently maligned my orange shirts, number one, don't watch this, and number two, fuck off. Okay.
Yeah, you orange shirt maligner. Fuck off.
That's right.
That's a very specific situation.
And no, I will not. This kind of just tastes like orange Baja Blast. Like, straight up, this is not really any different.
Does it have a sort of like citrus or more citrus kind of flavor?
No, it kind of just tastes exactly like Baja Blast.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's orange. So I think that is sort of what their plan is then. But now it'll taste different.
Ooh, I like that gin.
This was my birthday gin.
That's a good birthday gin. I held on to my bottle because I really like that bottle a lot.
Yeah, I like it. I will probably fill it with my own. Welcome to After Dark, the Goblin Hours. We've already made this the most professional we've ever been.
Yeah.
Okay, this is much more of a drink now with the gin in it. Okay, what do you think about wasabi?
Ooh, I'm jealous of that. I just finished mine.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the best, one of the best snacks, I think. And then I got this Jason Tatum Flamin' Hot Barbecue because apparently the Boston Celtics know about hot barbecue.
Do they ever?
I heard somebody who I know eats fairly spicy Korean food, like traditional Korean food, tell me, oh, those are actually pretty spicy. So I wanted to try them and see. They are the color of spice.
Yeah, they got that kind of red 40 spice look to them.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, let me.
Some good chip. It's fine.
Oh, actually, I found the right chip to try. This one is just coated.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
0% hot, I would say, actually. But they taste good. They're a better barbecue than some.
I was just having a conversation with someone the other day where I was telling them that I am sure that Doritos have gotten less flavor powdered over the years.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's noticed this, because I
I've done some
distinctly
deep
remember.
research on this topic. I know for sure.
Yeah, like they're very sparingly flavored nowadays. It seems like I have a lot of memories of as a child, like looking for the ones that are caked in the depths.
The fact that I can crack a pack of Doritos, and there are certain chips in there that are like bald spotted.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's Doritos. When I was Lil, I remember very specifically, before I was young with a U and I was young with an OU, uh, they never had bald ones unless you did it. It was always fully covered. That's just the way Doritos were.
That's how I remembered them. And now it's just not as good. Mm-hmm. The world is truly falling apart, and it started when the Doritos got less powdered.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the end.
I've talked to certain elderly black-pilled people who would disagree with that, but I do think that generally speaking, you're not incorrect. Mm-hmm. So that's...
I think so.
So I went to a rave. And
how was that?
It was a digi rave. But I did get to see DJ White Claw Ass Clap.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. The drop that he kept playing was a damn son, where'd you find this? But he apparently hired that guy to do a redux of it, in which he says, damn DJ White Claw Ass Clap, where'd you find this? And he is very proud of it and played it a lot. And it was kind of the highlight of my entire year so far.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
There was also somebody who mashed up I think it was actually a combination of King of Carrot Flowers and the what's the Over the Sea one? Neutral Milk Hotel song.
In the Aeroplane Over the Sea.
I think he took both of those, took pieces of them, because they kind of have the same melody behind them, and then he mixed in Britney Spears' Toxic, and it...
Oh, I saw you tweet about this.
And it worked, and it was the end of all things. Like, that was... that music is actually where everything ended, because we found it.
Yeah, that does seem like the pinnacle of everything we would ever need.
In your head, if you're a cultured person, you know all of those songs. Think about them together, think about the sounds they have, and that's it. You know it now, and it's good, and it should be everywhere.
Yeah.
I also watched a really good set, which people got very jazzed about, and it was like 15 minutes of sarcastic, mixed in, like, shit just making fun of Gamergate dweebs. It was like 15 minutes of just like, games are really important and women shouldn't play them, and like then just showing like all of the biggest douchebags ever, and like just going through, it was like a musical visual history of how fucking stupid the entire game community is, and it was a really good set. I'm glad that I got to see that. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm trying to remember what that DJ's name was. I feel like that was a very funny name, but now I can't recall it because DJ White Claw Ass Clap kind of covered up.
Yeah, I think most people would be eclipsed by DJ. Fuck. I almost said Ass Claw White Clap.
Ooh, Ass Claw White Clap. That's actually Nick Fuentes' new DJ name. So.
I like that. I like that for him a lot.
I like a garbage can for him a lot, actually.
Mm. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After Dark. So, I feel like I can't talk about the leader of Haiti getting assassinated after those topics, so maybe I'll mention that and skip over it for now.
Okay. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. What can I bring up so that we can eventually segue back into that? I've been like binge watching in the background for the last couple of weeks, like Majority Report clips on YouTube. All of the ones of Sam Cedar. Sam Cedar.
This actually kind of works into one of my things I was going to talk about, so this works.
Okay, good. As I've been working on this ridiculously large PowerPoint, I've just been listening to the calls of like libertarians calling into the show, and
those are rough. Those people are dumb as shit.
It's so bad. It's always so bad, and half the time they kind of like lose the thread of what they even called in about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like it's hilarious, but there are some where I'm like, I can't sit here and listen to the back and forth of this. It's kind of painful, but like very entertaining.
When you're telling people, like, if you follow that line of logic, though, then employers can literally just murder their employees without consequences. And then the libertarian will just be like, well, they worked hard for their position. Fuck.
Yeah. And there's like another distinct type of libertarian that has learned the phrase straw man, and that's all they know.
Yeah. Yep.
There was one call that went on for like, oh god, it was like 30 or 40 minutes. It was a long time. And the guy called in, kind of forgot what he was talking about.
It's all the same basic nonsense.
Yeah, like super lost the thread.
Property rights.
Yeah. And then Sam asked him, what did he ask him? I don't know, whatever. He was just asking him simple questions to try and even figure out what this guy's opinion was, and he was just saying over and over like, "Oh, you're straw manning me by forcing me to articulate my opinions."
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like using it like maybe half correct at best. Not really understanding any of it. I feel like it's like Alex Jones callers, like they'll just be really, really into a couple of terms that people like that use, and then they'll just try to like build out what they're saying around it and act like, well, this covers it, right? Like, I know. And then if anybody Alex Jones never asks about things. He'll like fill in all of the things they're trying to say for them. And Sam Cedar will actually ask a question, and usually one question is more than enough to have it be completely meaningless. I found the DJ name, and it was DJ Pay Pig. I like that a lot.
That's very good too. Man, his DJ names. Okay. I might need to start a list of good DJ names.
I have a list of DJ names that is also a list of song names. DJ Night Gnome, not a terrible DJ name.
DJ Soft Gremlin is actually pretty good.
DJ Soft Gremlin would probably have the kind of music I would listen to. Spotify has, after it served me up sex noises, and I was like, fine, I'll subscribe to it. Then now it served me up a playlist the other day that was just titled Oblique. Or is that what it? I think that's what it was titled. I don't know. I'll go and it'll probably just tell me.
The name of the playlist was just Oblique.
Yeah, that's the name of the playlist. Just Oblique. That's the whole playlist name. Which may as well be like, we named this playlist unlistenable. Here you go. Hey, you've subscribed to the sex noises we sent you to throw you off our trail, and now we've just decided to give you garbage that can't be classified anymore.
What the fuck even was in the playlist? What do you put in an Oblique playlist?
There was a song that I actually liked quite a bit that was there were a couple actually. There was a song that started off like it was the style of like a 19 like 20s or 30s like crooner almost sounding song. And then it just starts getting real weird. And they start talking about like I wish I could remember the actual lyrics, but they start talking about like more modern things and like in a really weird tone. I enjoyed that one enough because it was just very off-putting, but like in a good way to listen to. But there were definitely a lot of songs in there that were like somebody put like every clip they had on their computer together and then put like 3 beats behind it and just switch between them. And it truly was sort of unlistenable. So like I get why it was in that playlist, but I don't know why it thinks I need that. But everything else it serves me up is also like, here you go, you fucking monster. Enjoy this song, I guess. That's what happens when you have the Kids Bop version of Hot in Here and also sex noises saved to your playlists. Because also like 3 of the first 10 songs on that playlist definitely had people like moaning into things or like doing like into the microphone. I was just like, fine. If you want to play this game, Spotify, we will. I'll find the song that ends all of this, and it's gonna be Toxic plus Neutral Milk Hotel. Yeah. I already know that, so.
It's just a long, slow ride to Toxic / Neutral Milk Hotel mashup.
Yeah, it's gonna play that, and when it's over, it's gonna erase the app from my account. That's what's gonna happen.
Your computer just lights on fire.
Just out down.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's probably the next best thing for your computer to do once it's full of that kind of thing.
Hey, no. Don't say things you can't take back.
Yeah, well. How about we record it and then put it on YouTube instead? Do that. Okay.
I do think it's funny that there's just now a report that's finally like, hey, you know your phones are spying on you, right? Did you see that shit come out like a day ago?
No. What did it say? Who is it from? What's the report from?
Let me check.
It's like a government thing, or is it like a...
No, it's a spyware thing. It's kind of like how everybody freaked out really hard when everybody was like, hey, you know that people will like use your cameras and microphones to like get your like card numbers and stuff, right? Like you need to be careful of that. And then when somebody said it that was like halfway reputable, everybody over 50 was like, my life! Because they just didn't listen to anybody up until then. That's sort of what this feels like. Let me see. Let's see. This is a Washington Post, and it was picked up in, or there's at least a same day release from The Guardian. So Washington Post / The Guardian. But yeah, the main crux of it is I think it works in with the Israeli stuff because there was a bunch of news about the Israeli government making spyware that was distributed to like tons of people who are like sort of left-leaning and using that to like monitor their shit, things like that. And the I don't know, an NSO, I'm not entirely sure what that stands for, but apparently it's some form of company or like funded company. I'm not sure. They made the initial spyware that's been distributed, and it's on phones that are like across the entire world. And it's just effective spyware that is monitoring everything. So like, it's not guaranteed that you have it, but it is all over, and it is sort of a it's all over, and it is a
it's everywhere.
It's they've already seen everything. That's what I'm trying to say.
There's nothing left to see.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Israeli government.
Why are people still surprised about this? Why? I feel like every 4 days there's either a news article that's like, "Hey, your phone is spying on you," or, "Hey, guess what? Someone in the Trump organization of bad people is doing tax fraud." Like, why does that article have to keep coming out? Why?
Because it's not an article that says that Biden's infrastructure plan might not happen / leaves out everything. If that's not the article that comes out, it's a win.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can keep saying that.
I mean, sometimes I know why, I just don't like it.
Yeah. That's
most times, actually.
That's actually a full back tattoo I'm planning to get.
Sometimes I know why, I just don't like it. I'm right. Wait, I got a t-shirt.
Yeah, actually. But I don't know. There's always stories like that. That was just one that I definitely woke up to and was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Everybody's like, "I can't believe my phone is spying on me." Do you recall when I think I mentioned, I can't remember. It was like it couldn't have been Red Robin. It was something that I've literally never looked up, haven't thought about in like years, don't give a shit about. And we were in your car and I mentioned it, and like 5 minutes later, my phone served me an ad for it for the first time ever. And it was, yeah, like that shit is always happening. Like, how can you even sort of doubt that your phone is monitoring what you're doing? It was in the door of your car. I wasn't even touching it until I like pulled it out to look at like maps or some shit.
Mm-hmm. That happened to me just the other day about, shoot, I can't remember what. I think it was maps related. I think it was, I was talking about a place, and then it like suggested like a Mexican restaurant to me or something. Yeah. And it was not a place I had ever looked up for any reason, so I was just like, stop it.
I mentioned I would call it an adventure and not a misadventure, but I mentioned the Empanada Rodeo to somebody, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's a fair amount of empanadas," but they were like the little ones, right?
Yeah, they were really.
Yeah.
They were real small.
Yeah, they were the little ones.
Tiny ones. Little baby empanadas. Sorry, I have to write down little baby empanadas.
I see certain chemicals and whatnot just put you into producer mode, and that's good. It's good to know.
Something needs to happen. Needs to do that for me. Apparently, it's Irish death and weed. What a great combination!
I'm down to have that combination anytime.
What the fuck has been on my forehead for nail polish? How is there nail? Okay. I don't know.
I couldn't see it, so it's probably not super visible.
Oh well. Good thing this is an audio only medium.
Yeah, I wouldn't want people to see what I'm doing.
No. I have so many apricots right now.
Like most things having to do with food lately, I'm very jealous of that. Where'd you get these fucking apricots?
My grandparents have a couple of apricot trees in their backyard that just grew because one time my grandma was eating an apricot and like threw the pit down, and then now she has trees. 2 of them. And
that seems like exactly what would happen, honestly.
That is usually how it works, I suppose. But
no, I mean, like, is this grandma that I've met, or is this different grandma?
This is different.
Okay.
Different grandma, yeah.
Okay.
And this tree is pretty small actually, but it is producing an insane amount of apricots. And now they just have like bags and bags of apricots, and I went over there the other day for dinner and was sent home with a big paper bag of apricots, and I don't mind them.
Yeah.
So unprofessional. How dare you?
Don't call me.
It really brings me so much joy that people on this planet still have that ringtone.
I have a different ringtone for like every human, so I know when not to look. That just happens to be the one that is being pulled up.
Okay, gotcha. Fuck, what was it? Oh, the apricots. I don't dislike apricots, but I don't like them in a lot. And now I have so many of them, and I don't really know what to do. So I think I'm gonna.
Depending on the size, there's like a 3 apricot limit to a day, I think.
They're like this big.
Yeah, that's a lot of apricot, though.
I'm not a huge fruit eater in the first place, so I don't really. And I'm not a jam maker.
Could you make? Can you pickle an apricot?
That was my other thought. That was my only other thought. I was like, maybe. I bet you could. You can.
I feel like you should give that a shot, because that isn't a thing I've had, and after some pickle experiences, that might be pretty good.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, did I send you pictures of that one time where I tried? Wait, I totally did that before. Wait, I totally tried pickling. It was a peach, not a apricot.
Yeah.
But it was like my friend, when I was living in Moscow, my friend had given me some cucumbers that she grew in her garden, and like a couple of peaches. And I had just seen a video on making your own kimchi and like pickling things that way. And I was trying to do it with the cucumbers, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll kimchi the peaches too.
Yeah.
And it kind of sort of worked out.
I mean, I know what you could absolutely do, and that's make apricot salsa.
Oh, ooh. That's a good idea.
That could be pretty good.
That's a really good idea. I actually like that idea a lot. Mm-hmm,
Though if you use this idea and make apricot salsa, I'm going to need some of it.
I'll send you a jar. I think Jenny would be incredibly excited to help with that project.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I wonder what else. Definitely need some like. What goes well with apricots? Apricots,
actually, you mean like to add to the salsa specifically?
Yeah.
I think apricots would go really well with a lot of things that have a decent spice to them. And then I would It may or may not work, but you could try either tomatillos or like a green tomato style thing, something that's a little bit crisper tasting, not quite as like sort of sweet, but like basic tasting as like just a regular fat tomato.
Maybe like some red onion.
Probably corn. Corn goes with a lot of sweeter stuff.
Yeah. I don't like corn.
Then don't use corn.
Hey, fuck you and your corn, man.
Hey, I get it. Fuck corn, I guess.
Actually, that's a lie. I do like elotes. Elotes.
That you like the one incredibly important corn. So you've got it.
That's the only corn I care about.
You saw that fucking shit I had the other week, right?
Yeah, I was really fucking jealous. It looked really good.
I wanted to go back and tell them that, you know, they got blue Takis now and you can make some dope-ass corn with that. But I still think the Taki cake is something that I have to do. So I have to keep it a secret.
Yeah, I think you do.
I have to keep it a secret from everybody who doesn't listen to this podcast.
That's a pretty good amount of people.
It's most people.
It's most people. I feel like you'll be most successful there.
Yeah.
Let's see if these get better when they've been left open overnight.
Oh.
Why would you say that? We don't.
Because I've experienced it. Is it better, or is it just slightly tougher?
Suck.
Yeah, they're not good. I've had this bag for literally months. The first time that we did a podcast where I tried them, I think I got it like a week before that. And I was just like, I'm not going to try these this week. And then I tried them and I was like, these suck.
You know what's also upsetting is I'm guessing because you still have them.
That I moved with them? Yeah.
No, I was. I was gonna gloss over that because that's not upsetting to me. What's upsetting is the fact that they probably have not changed in condition very much at all.
No, they're the same.
Yeah.
Nothing's different about them. It's still like eating bugles. It's like the only thing that it did is preserve them. Meanwhile, the stuff that's really good tasting degrades instantly.
Yeah. All the good stuff.
You know. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Hey, you want to go to the river later?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You want to join me in drowning myself later?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll have a little trip. Plane tickets are cheap. Yeah. And you always got a chance of the plane not working out too, so there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that'd probably be the one time it wouldn't. Oh God. I just saw Twitch and Salty Bet next to each other and I thought it said jailbait. And I was like, my computer is giving me the worst messages and now I have to burn the whole shit down.
Yeah, enjoy that while you can.
Oh.
No, that all sounds very upsetting. You reminded me of something that I heard about happening in Washington, and I don't know if it's true.
I hope not. What happened in Washington?
Someone told me that recently a guy, there was like no specifics to the story, so that's why I think it probably was made up. Someone told me that a guy in Washington was scuba diving in a lake and got scooped up by a helicopter, like the ones that have a big bucket and they dump water on forest fires, that he got scooped up just because God hates him in particular, I guess, or something. And they dumped him onto a forest fire. Like, that can't be real, right? I guess I could have done like 30 seconds of Googling and figured this out, but I wanted to know anything.
That's not good. It says it's false. I was like, oh no, it auto-completed.
That kind of bums me out. I mean, I'm glad no one's dead, but...
Let me... Yeah, no. According to several places on the internet, that didn't happen. Thank God. Because that sounds like the worst way to die, but also maybe the coolest.
Like, what would be the chances? Clearly none, because it hasn't happened, but...
I like the idea of being that scuba diver and it, like, something closing around you and you just being like, wait, what the fuck's happening? And then you're like, oh, well, I'll just wait till, like, they stop and then I'll figure out what's happening. And then all of a sudden you're, like, 300 feet in the air above fire. It's like, yeah, that's the way to go.
Just fucking image of dumping someone's whole person onto a forest fire.
Yeah, from a distance, even better. Just that spray of water with a big cloud under it, and then a little guy just like, what? Also, the ultimate revenge for prisoners that are probably unpaid and somebody who has so much leisure money that they're scuba diving. So that seems okay.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I really wish that... Yeah.
Scuba divers ain't never give me shit.
Ah. Actually, there is down here at the river, at the river, there are people who get all like, they get a bunch of scuba diving gear and will like scuba in the shallow parts of the river where people lose their like keys and phones and shit.
That sounds like some fucking trash can shit I would do.
I think it's really cool. I want to know what's on the bottom of that river.
I work next to a place that sells scuba suits. I found a scuba suit in a tree. I should have grabbed it.
But yeah, okay.
I did.
I thought you're serious?
Yeah.
Okay, because I 100% thought you were making a joke referring to the man who burned and died out of his scuba suit.
No, because this tree still had leaves on it.
On a forest fire. Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I 100% did, and
okay.
It was part of the reason why I didn't grab it is because it was not my size. But honestly, if I knew beforehand, it was probably about your size, and that would have been perfect.
Why?
Then all you would need is the fucking face mask, and I think I have a snorkel still, so that would have been...
I think my mom has a snorkel.
Yeah, your mom probably has a snorkel. I didn't mean that in any way so she bad. I said, your mom has some stuff.
Yeah, your mom probably has a snorkel. So judgmental.
Hey, you know.
That bitch probably has a snorkel. Not your mom, other bitches.
Yeah, your mom's got a snorkel.
Oh no.
That's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't gonna go with the next drink I have ready.
That could be either fun or terrible or both, and I want to know.
The first thing I'll do is have something different, and then I'll introduce the other drink, and you can decide if it's going to be fun or not. You'll probably decide yes, but I want to maybe wait and see if you forget. Yeah. Anyway, there's lots of snorkel options. You just need a face mask, I guess.
Well,
if
I
you
know
need
someone who might have one.
If you need an extra arm, all I was saying is there's like things that show up that seem like maybe they are had where your family is.
She probably does. She would.
Yeah.
She would own a snorkel.
Yeah.
Well,
there's nowhere for us to go with that. I watched Black Widow.
Oh. Yeah. Did you know that Scarlett Johansson has a sister who looks exactly like her, but is not her, obviously, but she looks exactly like her.
Gross. Why?
How unfun would that be? Anyway, how was the Black Widow?
I'll tell you while I look up ScarJo the second. Ew, people search ScarJo age? What is wrong with people? That's not a name of a human. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Am I lying? This person does not look like her.
No, she doesn't.
What? I mean, definitely saw a TikTok of a woman who claimed to be her sister, and as we know, nobody can lie on TikTok.
This actually looks kind of like if you were to mix Scarlett Johansson with Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's good. I'm glad there's not two of them. I find Scarlett Johansson to be pretty uninteresting to look at. Like, if you ever wanted to know my type, people out there, it isn't that. And I think they rely a lot on her being interesting to look at in those movies, which kind of goes against the character in some respects. I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, who gives a shit? The movie was watchable. I actually don't care even a little bit about that movie. It was like the least interesting of the style of Marvel movies where there's like, in that classification of movie, I would put like the second Thor movie, probably the first Thor movie. I know for a lot of people, they don't like Doctor Strange. It would probably be in that range, but for a lot of it, it actually felt a lot like they tried to make a movie, but it was a made-for-TV movie, which is weird because I felt like the Loki series, which I also watched, that felt like they made 3 movies and then made it into 6. Or, yeah, made 3 movies and then cut them each in half and made a series out of it. Have you seen either of those? Probably not, right?
I'm super behind on literally all of that shit.
Yeah. I like the Loki series fine. It is, people are saying that it is boring, and I don't think they're wrong. I just like that kind of boring.
I like Loki. Boring.
Yeah.
I will take that kind of boring.
I like our big, tall goth character. I think he's cool. I think he overacts for the first episode or 2, and I think that's fine. Anyway, the Loki series, if you're a trash person, you'll probably like it, and if you're looking for regular Marvel stuff, you might not. Hard to say. There are several people in it from Lovecraft Country, and that was cool because, like, I haven't seen those people like in a show together since Lovecraft Country, and I think that had one of the best casts out there. So having them again be in a show like this was really neat. So yeah, I would suggest that. I'm not gonna spoil any of that, even though I don't think it's extra spoilable. A lot of it is memes, just like every other Marvel thing. But Alligator Loki is fun. The old school Loki that is in the big golden horns, I thought they did that in a way that was fun. As a person who's always been sort of like on the border of things that are like somewhat cool as like a trend and been more in the camp of things that are like kind of stupid. I only got into comics that were bad or people didn't like as much, and that kind of made a lot of the stuff in like the Loki series new to me anyway. So that was cool to see. I like Owen Wilson also. I think he's a weird dude.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's one of the like 4 main characters in it.
Oh.
He plays.
Would not have expected Owen Wilson to be in that at all.
He plays a character named like Mr. Mobius or something.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
I'm into that.
And did you watch Lovecraft Country? I feel like we talked about it a little bit, but
yeah, you told me about it, but I don't think I ever sat down and watched it.
One of the characters that kind of gets like she has good episodes, but she kind of gets relegated to side character more often than some of the other characters. She got a pretty good role in this, so I thought that was cool. Anyway, so back to Black Widow. The most interesting thing about the entire movie to me is that what's his name? The guy who played the like cop in Stranger Things.
Oh, fuck! I totally know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Something Harbour. David. Okay. That guy plays the Russian version of Captain America, but like old, or older, like disheveled, basically. And they kind of. I think a lot of things are not that big a deal in the politics of Black Widow because it's more about like Disney's kind of weird version of feminism and stuff like that, which I'm fine with most of the time, even though I think it's watered down. But they just barely graze into the like, here's what Disney thinks about the Cold War kind of stuff. And all of that's just like, yeah. I mean, they basically said like, well, there's people on both sides, and that's as far as they went. But they then continued to make the like bumbling, stupid, just wants to like force his way through problems and only thinks about himself character be like sort of ostensibly like their communist stand-in, which is just like, cool, thanks Disney. The one thing that he did have that I actually think would be a great thing to focus on, and I think was cool in spite of what Disney was into, was he has Karl Marx on his fists. And I just think that's stupid enough to be like, yeah, I'm into it. It's fine.
That's so stupid that it's actually kind of fucking cool.
Yeah. And they don't show it enough for you to get it, but they do show a shot of him when he's arm wrestling, and you see Carl with a K on his hand, and it's like, okay, yeah, okay, that's fine.
That's like worse to kind of half show it and hint at it instead of just owning it.
Yeah, I think they wussed out in the end because they knew that people would be like, oh, that's sick. But the other tattoos and stuff that he has, because they kind of Russian tattoo for like, he's in prison, so he has a lot of like that style, which I always kind of like. And the tattoo stuff is maybe the most interesting thing in the whole movie, honestly. They don't ever focus on it, but if you're looking, he has like tattoos of like the different actresses and stuff with like Russian text. and he has like a lot of like relatively meaningful tattoos that they just never talk about. That clearly prop people were like, yeah, we're gonna have some cool shit in here, and then it's not anything. It's just sort of in the movie.
Yeah. I've never actually even thought about that before, but that would be a super fun job in like character development to come up with tattoos and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For a character.
Also, there was a vague but noticeable outrage from people about making a traditionally male character into a female character. Of course, I won't talk about that because I don't know. Some people will give a shit, and some people would be spoiled, I guess. But who cares? That stuff doesn't matter. Like, it actually makes more sense than the way the comic was written, because the original version of the comic stuff, as far as I know, is just like, this person does this one thing really good, and people apparently have attributed that to like a specific kind of person, and they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
But they also changed it in a way to make the villain more black and white villainous, which Disney is really fond of doing. So if you had a problem with that character and it wasn't that issue, which would mean you probably have a problem with Disney, then you're dumb.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. I'm nearing the end of this Irish death, and also the end of my ability to, you know, do it generally.
Yeah, that'll happen. So, you're welcome to grab more Irish death. I have plenty of dumb shit I can talk at you about, as long as you're...
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I want to make sure so I definitely wanted to ask you about the helicopter thing. I did that.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to, I talked about the apricots, and my other topic was endless meats. And I did a Korean barbecue earlier today for, I guess, technically the second time. But
I want to know all about this Korean barbecue, and then based on your reaction, I want to be in the Korean barbecue in the future.
Yeah. Yes, I hold those same feelings. We had, I will start at the first time I ever had Korean barbecue was in, I think, Bellevue.
Okay.
And I think my dad was visiting town, and I had never been. I didn't know what to expect or really what to do. And neither did he, so it was a little bit weird. But tonight, when we went out, there were a couple of guys in the group who had been there before to the restaurant and like were Korean, and so they kind of knew their shit and were telling us what to order and like what was good.
Yeah, the person I'm staying with right now, exact same thing for me.
Yeah, and that I think is the way to do it. Mm-hmm. And so I had way too much meat tonight. Like, I don't eat a lot of meat, really, ever.
I'm kind of the same. Korean barbecue is one of those instances where oftentimes I leave going like, that was a lot of meat.
Yeah. I did enjoy, like, we had a couple of plates of just mushrooms and stuff to grill or barbecue that were really good. I fucking love any sort of meal arrangement where there's just lots of small bowls of different things. Mm-hmm. That was nice. I liked it.
Thank you.
It's very satisfying. I think that's how all meals should be. I know it produces a lot of dishes, but I need variety, and I love having the options of like so many different like small pickled things and like little salads and little...
Yes. Yeah. That is the way to eat. Also, hey, restaurants, if 2 people order stuff, make it divisible by 2, please. That would be fantastic.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Don't know why else you would do anything other than that. And, we had a lot of soju.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. I had Korean barbecue upstairs, and the soju started like an hour beforehand, and then rode through, and it was good.
Good time. It's a good time. We had we kind of cycled through the whole menu of flavors. Actually, I think someone got a green grape flavor. Someone got a grapefruit. I got a citron.
Yep.
Or, a citron. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Then what was the other one?
It's citron, like with the thing over the O.
Yeah. And then strawberry was the last flavor. And so we all just kind of like sampled all the different.
Honestly, the one you got probably sounds the best, because the only one I like over that is usually yuzu.
That's what I was hoping for. It wasn't as good as a yuzu would have been, and honestly, I think I liked everything else that I tried better, because it was like so close to being yuzu flavor,
yeah.
But it was just like not quite there enough that it kind of just reminded me of like air freshener.
Okay, yuzu was the thing that we had here, and I was very happy for it.
Yeah, yuzu was a very good thing, good flavor, like one of my favorites. But yeah, I had a lot of meat, way more meat than I ever have. Beef tongue.
Tongue is good.
Good. Yeah, I like that a lot. I really like the texture and kind of consistency of it.
So right now I am staying in a place for the next like week and a half probably that has 3 Mexican groceries that are fully Mexican owned, like fully Mexican labeled, like good shit near here. And one of them that I have a bus stop next to is it has a full Mexican butcher. So like the one thing I will miss and I might have to come back to at some point if I can't find another thing, is they have like good looking goat. They have beef tongue, like properly like diced up for like slow cooking. They have like all kinds of shit there. They have a good selection of like liver to make like fried dishes with and things. There's not a lot of things that I like more than like a fully stocked, like well-handled Mexican grocery. And they also have like fresh concha every day. And that's just fucked up. Like I only got it once. Because I was like, I can't get this. I can't be who I was. the version of me from my medication days where I yeah. I can't go back to stretch mark me. I have to be modern day concha once in a while person.
Concha once in a while person.
Yeah.
Oh God, it sounds unnecessarily hard to be a concha once in a while person.
They're like the perfect amount of sweet. It like isn't hard to eat, and it's perfect with coffee, but it's also like this fucking big. Yeah, it's like a half loaf of bread, and it's just like it's not even that sweet. It's so fucked up, but it's so good.
It's not even like that much of a donut. It's just like kind of a little bit a donut. A little bit.
Okay, so you're in the bargaining phase already. You're kind of...
No, I have no interest in debating this with anyone or myself at all. I fully will give in to being yeah. No.
Okay, so we're at very similar stages of into the dumpster. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll write.
Did you see my tweet about Shanghai Noon the other day? Yeah.
We can't talk about this. This is like a thing that I feel very firm about, and we have a lot of weird shared things, and one of those things I did not expect to be Shanghai Noon. You fucking weirdo. You can't do this.
It was so good. When Owen Wilson has to dig himself out of the ground with chopsticks? What the fuck more could you possibly ask for in a film? Oh, karate? Okay, well, we got that. I don't know, some weird convoluted, like, rescuing a girl story, I guess. That's in there.
Oh, sorry. Is she, also problematic? Yeah, great.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. It's all fine.
The problem is I don't worry about it because I like it, and it's the Owen Wilson being like, did you pee on this? Like, all of the stuff is just like, I can't get away from liking that movie. It's like, is this how people from like the next generation are going to be with like Cars 3? They're just going to be like, oh, I just really like it. But fuck. Owen Wilson single-handedly ruining generation after generation.
Oh shit. He's yeah, okay. Yes, I understand now.
Shanghai Noon, no. Cars, Loki. It's all there. He's coming back. He's making it happen. He still looks the same age. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. They put him in a chamber and they wait for 10 years. That's what fucking happened to him. Yeah. And I'll watch it again. I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
Show me
I'm
that
gonna watch Owen Wilson until the day I die.
Hopefully.
Just different movies all the time. I hope that man never stops making anything. And I don't want to know anything about him or his personal life at all.
100%.
I would like to stay as ignorant as possible about real life Owen Wilson, please. All I want is Cowboy Man.
Yeah, some people take like the Johnny Depp thing and go like, I'm just not going to pay attention to this. They're idiots. Owen Wilson, though, I don't ever want to hear about it.
No.
If he killed somebody, that's fine. That's his business. That's not my business.
Vehicular manslaughter, not relevant.
Doesn't matter to me. I didn't hear it.
Wasn't committing vehicular manslaughter in Shanghai Noon 2.
Speaking of...
What was the fucking name of that one? It was the one in London or something. Shanghai
Noon 2... It wasn't a Big Ben thing, was it? Like, it was... Big Ben played a part in it, but I think it had to do with, like, the jewels.
It always goes back to the jewels. Shanghai Noon.
I hate how fast that auto-corrected, you pieces of shit. Shanghai Nights. Shanghai Nights, yep, absolutely. They go and they harass those fucking... Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, right, because at the end they get knighted. Spoiler.
Spoilers for Shanghai Nights. So,
it came out in 2003.
Fuck. Oh.
Oh, everyone go watch this movie right now. All of them. So there's only 2, right?
Yeah, if you don't know Shanghai Nights, it's on site. Get out of my fucking face. There can't be a third one because I would have known about it. And if there's a third one, I almost don't. I think you're just thinking of the third Rush Hour because I think that did happen.
I feel like because I know that I rewatched these in the not so distant past.
I have bad news for you. you're gonna rewatch them again in not that long.
You think I would consider that bad news? I'm not upset about that.
What are you gonna tell me?
Wait.
You better know
there
what you're
might be
about
another
to say.
one coming. And it might be called Shanghai Dawn. It's TBA.
You can't toy with me like this. This doesn't exist until it exists.
Okay, well, yeah, but oh,
There's
guess I'm not drowning myself tonight. Gotta hold on for fucking Shanghai Dawn.
it looks like we both have a destination. It's the dumbest destination of all time.
Wait,
it's fine though. I wrote.
No, sorry. Continue.
I already wrote down the phrase "into the dumpster," and I think that's only becoming more appropriate.
Okay, so I don't know what the sourcing is on this at all, but someone wrote on their own personal blog, someone named Dominique Claire.
That sounds like a name I would make up, but go on.
On their website, doms2cents.com. Wrote, Shanghai Dawn on its much awaited that doesn't make sense. Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson are returning for their iconic roles in Shanghai Dawn.
This is somebody wrote something about what you just found. That's what happened. That has to be it.
No, this is like a whole ass blog post.
From 2003?
No, this was posted May 23rd, 2021. Yeah. It's 2021, and the first two Shanghai films were released in 2000 and 2003, respectively, and hopefully there is a chance of coming up with a sequel happening this year. The news. Okay, this is written by a bot. This is one of those. No! This is not real.
Clickbaited in real time. 4K clickbait. I don't
care. I still believe it. The fact that there's a name
I know
for
it in my heart that they're coming back. So.
Please hold while I just tweet at Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan.
Yeah, please tweet at Owen Wilson, Jackie Chan. I'll be doing the same later. I'm gonna crack open this banana bubble tea real quick.
Ooh. I think it needs some gin inside of it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I waited to crack it open. Well, this is
taking a turn.
This is taking a turn for sure.
Shanghai noon turn.
A Houston federal judge discontinued the ability for people to get DACA.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep.
I'm trying to bring it down a little. It can't all be Shanghai Dawn. Oh, by the way.
Why not?
Yeah, honestly, some really smart people told me not that long ago about how since it's all going to end soon anyway, we gotta do the things we care about. So for me, that's believing in a third Shanghai Noon.
Shanghai Noon 3 is my religion now. That's what I cling to get through the day.
Shanghai 3 is like a religion to me, and Owen Wilson is the shit.
Owen Wilson is my Jesus.
Yeah.
I really wish I could do a good Owen Wilson impression, because I would do it, but I can't.
I would do it. I might be able to, but I don't know if I can make it happen right now.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I haven't been watching. What isn't he in, like? He's in one of those like bad wedding comedies from like the
He's in
mid-thousands.
so many of them.
Yeah. Is he in Wedding Crashers? That movie sucked.
I don't think I've actually seen that.
Don't. I'm pretty sure that they play off rape as a joke multiple times in that.
Cool.
Oh.
It's very funny.
So in Black Widow, one of the things I wanted to mention that made it very much like one of the TV series is that there's a character. I think I mentioned this when I talked about the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. There's a character that shows up that's played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
I always thought it was Louise. Wait,
yeah.
Julia.
Louise,
yeah, I think it is Louis.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a character who's played by her. She's like kind of doing a Veep thing. I've only seen like an episode of that, but that's what it felt like. But she's playing Viper, who is like, it's not interesting. She's kind of like a evil-ish Nick Fury.
Okay.
And so they're doing this thing where like she's meeting up with different characters that are mostly like sort of military-ish at the end of shows and being like, hey, you want to work for me? Because it's like the old thing. The only interesting thing about her character currently is that she has like a purple streak in her hair, which is fine for 2006 or whatever. And also like she doesn't do anything yet. Like I only know the character because it is a garbage character, but like she's kind of the extremely stereotypical like the cunning woman who poisons people kind of thing. But she's also like a director kind of person. Anyway, so she's been showing up, and she shows up in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show to like induct evil Captain America, and she also, which I would say is basically regular Captain America, and then she shows up in Black Widow to like induct the sister character, which probably means the rest of that family that is surviving is working with her or whatever. And the whole point of that stuff is like, I don't know, like intrigue. The problem that's coming up with that, and the reason why it feels very like, so Netflix used to have more of a Marvel thing, and they had Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Power Man, and or Luke Cage, and the Iron Fist. So they had that thing going for like a number of years. I forget how long. And that stuff revolved a lot around like lawyers and then people doing stuff that was in or out of the law a little bit, and there being conflict with that in a way that was very like TV drama. The issue with this is that it kind of feels exactly the same, and now there's rumors that that character that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is playing, and also the TV version of She-Hulk, who is a lawyer in the comics, are also potentially going to be TV shows. And it's just a weird, like, I don't know how many procedural dramas about lawyers in a comic book fantasy world need to exist, because it's seeming like a lot of them are happening right now or getting ready to happen. Because also Daredevil is a lawyer. Like, that is also what that is. There was a lawyer.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, there's a unaffiliated-ish lawyer character that's in every one of those shows so that they can have courtroom scenes as well. And they took all of those characters and put them together into a partially courtroom-esque series at the end of all those shows happening as well. So, like, it's already a lot of it. This is an issue for only dorks, but I just wanted to get that out there because it feels like they're, instead of moving some of those characters into movies where they might be more interesting, they are moving them in other characters from movies into TV shows where they can just be every piece of media we ever see for the rest of our lives. And I'm not really that into any of that.
Understandably. So, I did, I think of the ones that you named, I think I've only seen Jessica Jones. And I did actually really like that one.
The first season?
I don't remember the timeline honestly well enough to
distinguish
between the first and second.
Did it have David Tennant in it? Yeah, that's the first season. That one's pretty good. I remember seeing that. Almost every one of those shows, I saw the first season, and then I saw like the first 2 episodes of the second season. Went like, that's fine.
I honestly forgot that I was thinking that the David Tennant storyline was the entirety of the show. So clearly, I either did not watch the second season or did and was very, very unimpressed because I don't even remember it.
That seems very possible. I'm trying to think of the little bit of the second season I saw. I think, honestly, there's like...
Was it the one, I think, her friend, the blonde friend, starts doing drugs a lot, or whatever that is.
There's another, like, low-tier villain character that is another Russian Captain America, but different in that, if I remember right. Because I want to say his name is like Nuke or something. And he's giving, or she's taking drugs from him to get all hopped up and like meet people up.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's my memory of that. I might have seen more than I thought of that second season, but I definitely don't remember.
I probably have seen the entire thing, and I just don't remember. But the David Tennant season was very good. I've rewatched that a couple of times.
Yeah, I like that. I like, and there was controversy about that season, but I really like how fine with like having that character be sexual and interesting they were. They didn't like, I don't know, I feel like superheroes are almost always like the most boring people on Earth. So
yeah, I think the way that they dealt with like her sexuality, but also like the drinking problem, the drinking stuff was kind of like, okay,
it was a little much
at times. It was, at times not so great, but
they also had that guy,
at least.
They had that one guy who lives near her, who's like a heroin addict.
Oh, yeah.
And he was very obviously like, I hope we can get the weekend for this. Like, that's what he looked like, at least. Like, they did his hair the same, which is not a thing you see very often in, like, main media stuff, so. But I remember that being a little bit like, okay. But yeah, I liked the storyline, and I liked how it was dealing with when heroes are used for trauma, it's either very interesting or very interesting. Do you happen to know any of the history of Iron Man? Because that's actually one of the things that made me interested in comic books.
No, I really don't.
So Iron Man, before they got probably the best actor from that like whole set of shows in terms of like being a character, at least for the initial stuff, because I think Robert Downey Jr. is like perfect for that character. There's like a history of that character being the most up his own ass douchebag, like smart scientist ever. And in the comics, he drinks himself paralyzed. He like gets he gets so alcoholic that his legs don't work anymore, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's like basically being in the robot suit is the only thing that he's like good at anymore, so he's in it all the time to like still be like feeding his own ego. And that's how in the comic books, from my understanding, they get to the whole like Civil War thing where like he's trying to be super like the best hero ever, and then other people are like, yeah, but we can't go too far, and that's why there's conflict. Because in the movies, the Civil War basically happens because of gun rights, which I think is the dumbest shit ever. But
yeah, that's what the Civil War was about.
Yeah. But the thing I really liked when my friend showed me was when he was in a wheelchair and he would just be like chugging whiskey and like unshaven and like wheeling around his like super like office, just yelling about shit and like passing out and like being like verbally abusive to everybody. And like those comic books were so overdone that they were hilarious. And that's a big part of why I was like, maybe I should look at some more comic books, because this is kind of amazing. That's why the only comic books I own today are like, I own a copy of Spider-Man where it's about gun rights. And it's literally, the cover is Spider-Man and guns all around him. Like it's in a gun magazine, not even like pointed at him or something. And it's just like Spider-Man versus guns. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read that comic. That's a comic I would be very interested in.
I own it. Anyway, so the there are good things in comics, but they're usually bad things, is the secret.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's possible.
Also, I just as a throw out, the thing I remember most, well, save for a few things, I guess, but I really liked how they just had Power Man in Jessica Jones. Like he was just there as like love interest for a little while because he owned that bar.
Oh, yeah.
And he because he's relatively impervious, they could have actual sex, which I thought was a funny way to use that stuff. But the guy who plays, especially in that series, the guy who plays that character is so perfectly like meat-headed. Like everything that happens, he's just like he's basically looking pretty on screen and then says something that's like the dumbest thing ever. And I thought that was an amazing way to use that character for like pretty much everything. He's not.
I always found his character pretty funny.
He's not that different in his own show, but you get more of the sense that he's like trying to do a good job, basically.
Yeah. That makes sense. Shoot, I had a thought about that and I forgot it.
Being impervious?
No, it was something. No, I can't remember it.
Okay.
I'll remember it later, probably. Maybe not. I need to grab another Irish death, and I also need a bathroom break.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna I'm going to get a drink ready here that I will unveil when you get back. And I might grab a salad.
A salad?
Yeah.
Is the salad just a plate of dry-ass chicken nuggets?
No.
Meat salad?
But I'm going to tell people about a food while you're gone, and that'll work.
All right. Be back momentarily.
All right, everybody. I'm not going to navigate away from Shanghai Noon because I need that tab open for some stuff I'm doing. But I am going to. Okay. So I was considering getting some fast food the other day. Oh, sorry, she's gone, so I'm definitely gonna. There we go. I feel like that's tradition at this point. So I was walking by Jack in the Box because I'm often like southern suburbs by the airport of Seattle lately, which they've essentially designed so that if you don't have a car, you can go fuck yourself. And I found out the hard way that they just aren't allowing people to go into places to order food in fast food places, which, I mean, whatever. But I think of the people who I would like to be able to have get fast food when they want it, people who are walking, which it would include people who are houseless, people who are, let's say, on a long ass commute to work, or others. When you see something that's like, that looks like trash and I would really like that, it'd be great if you could actually have it. So I've been seeing a thing in their windows at Jack in the Box, and I went to open the door and they just won't let you do that. You have to like go through the drive-through. And I might be a real dumpster person lately, but I'm not a dumpster person enough to walk through the drive-through. It's just not fucking worth it. But Jack in the Box is currently offering roost fries. I'm gonna send this to Madison for that fucking picture for when she gets back. That picture of Madison with the blown out blonde hair and these roost fries somehow go together really well. Anyway, I don't know if you'll be able to tell what's going on here, but it's just piles of fry nachos essentially, but it's got chicken nuggets cut into it. It looks like a 6-piece maybe, or a 4-piece, hard to say, of just halved chicken nuggets thrown into a cheesy fry nachos mess. And they won't let me have it. I'm upset about it. It's the Jack in the Boxes next to, in the same parking lot as the Fred Meyer that I've been having to go to get food. And it just won't happen for me. Jesus Christ. I'm
trying to get into my chair without making it roll because I know that it's loud for the downstairs people.
I was wondering. I mean, as long as you don't you're probably okay with the
I mean, I think I have done that already a few times this evening, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to need you to look at the picture on your phone.
Okay.
Look close. What? You hadn't seen it.
Why did you do this?
Zoom in. Enhance.
Fuck off. Why am I looking? Are you sending this to me because I said the phrase meat salad?
No, I'm sending that to you because it's something I wanted and they wouldn't let me into the place to order it.
Okay. That makes sense. It looks good. What is So it looks like there's like a nacho cheese, but also another different kind of cheese on the left one. And also the right one.
I think the only difference I think is one is supposed to be spicy.
One has jalapenos.
Yeah, basically. They're called Roost Fries, and they're at Jack in the Box, and they're just like a 4 or 6 piece of chicken nuggets cut into cheesy fries. I want it, and I can't have it.
I'm sorry.
It's against people who don't have cars because they won't let you into the dining area to order it in this area because it's all for car people.
Not suitable for for mobile food ordering. I don't know. Why do they only let you? I don't know why that would be.
Yeah, next time I need a double buttery Jack, I'll have to order that with it. What are you going to tell me about? That was a face you make when you're like, I had that and I liked it, and now I'm going to tell you about it.
You can't come for my buttery Jack like this. You can't. You can't do that.
Okay. I haven't had it. I don't know.
It's fucking good. It's a burger with butter on it. Like, what?
That's what it is?
Shut up.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's like got a garlic butter sauce on it. And it's actually really good. However, I don't think I would order a double of it at all. I think just the regular one is enough to do to yourself. But
Well, the store is too busy for me to order it right now. I can order it to show up for breakfast tomorrow if I want to die. Go fuck yourself. I can't.
I'm kidding.
I can't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Anyway,
I like.
This has whiskey in it.
Okay, that's good. That seems.
Let me just get the proper utensil.
Banana whiskey.
Banana whiskey with boba.
Banana boba.
Oh, that's a flavor.
Oh god.
That works. I'm into it.
Does it? It seems like it. It sounds strangely good.
It would also have worked, I think, with the vanilla milk-ahol.
Milk-ahol? Oh, milk-ahol.
Oh. Yo, what's up? It's DJ Milk-ahol.
I can't. Milkaholic is a really good thing.
I mean, I'm kind of into it, but
I would just want a T-shirt that has nothing on it other than it just like centered in a very boring serif Times New Roman like milkaholic.
Centered, but a little too low.
Yeah. Like underneath your boobs.
Yeah. That's perfect. And
yeah, it's a really good idea.
Why don't people let us make clothing for money? Because I think we'd be good at it.
If anyone wants to just start investing in these ideas, we have a Gmail, and we both have bank accounts somewhere.
That's right. I know it's out there somewhere.
Feel free to put the money in it for these insane T-shirt ideas.
Feel free to put the money in it. So yeah. I was working a little bit on a song that I'll reveal for potentially the future. Only the fact that it's about screaming for HR, and I feel like that's something that I've done.
I like that. That's cool.
I I had a really specific topic I was about to get into, and I'm having trouble recalling it. I got distracted by the fact that maybe I could order these horrible fries.
I think it's worth working towards figuring out if that is indeed a real possibility.
Well, the real possibility is I can order it while I'm midway through my bus trip tomorrow, and it'll be here when I get home. Yeah. And then I don't know. Then I don't know.
And then what? And then what after the fries? And then what after the fries?
Yeah, you make a good point.
My life is just a continuous cycle of door dashing to distract from everything about this.
Yeah. You gotta do what you love.
I door dashed a really ungodly amount this week. It was.
Well, you've been working hard. What'd you DoorDash though? What you DoorDash though? So give me those dashes.
Do you want to have a fun? Let's do a fun expose Madison moment. I'll just look up my order history.
Fuck yeah! Give me that order history.
This is gonna be fucked up.
Damn girl, give me your history. Stat. I wonder if I have anything interesting. I know I've made some mistakes. I did order recently from a place called Man vs. Fries.
Who won?
I won, but it took 4 days.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding.
I don't think you won. That feels like that's a long, drawn out.
I won.
Okay. All right. Sure. Oh my god. I hate looking at how close these are together. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Okay.
Oh god.
I ordered.
I'll give you some information after this that might make you feel slightly better.
Okay, good. On Monday, I ordered. Mom, don't listen to this if you ever find it.
Put that snorkel back on and take those headphones off.
I ordered miso soup and then a sashimi platter, or sashimi appetizer.
I would order that right now. 100%.
Yeah. It was really fucking good. It was a good.
What was this fucking desert sashimi that you got?
Fuck. What was in it? There was like salmon, tuna.
Eel?
No, unfortunately, not eel, and neither eel nor a very close cousin to the eel, a catfish.
Yeah.
Neither of those. But the sashimi was really good. The next day,
I
DoorDash Taco Bell, and I ordered. Okay, so I feel like this is unfairly representing what I would prefer to order because I have to reach a certain threshold or else I don't get the free delivery.
Yeah.
And $12 of Taco Bell is a lot of fucking dollars from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So I ordered a cheesy roll-up, a beef burrito, and one chicken quesadilla combo. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What's in the combo?
The combo is actually, I have just started ordering their quesadillas and they're really fucking good. It's like the quesadilla and then I do
like the quesadilla.
Yeah, I think it comes with a taco in the combo, and then a drink.
And a Baja Blast.
Yeah, of course. The Baja Flash. And because I didn't order very many things, I know for this one in particular, I had to like add a bunch of crazy fucked up shit to this quesadilla to reach my limit. I don't remember what I added to it. The next day,
yeah, what'd you get?
I ordered in the morning.
So the first order of the day.
No, actually, there's only one. Wait, really? Was there? Yeah, only one order that day. McDonald's in the morning, hash browns, sausage, egg, cheese, biscuit, meal, and then an iced hazelnut latte.
Everything was good until that last one, but I'll give it to you. You got different tastes.
I finally figured out the trick to McDonald's coffee, though.
Okay.
Especially if you're ordering through DoorDash, because you have the option to do this easier. So all of their coffees are obviously super sugary and syrupy. I added like 4 extra shots of espresso or something to it, and it was I was just dying the rest of the day. Obviously,
yeah.
Like my head was imploding, but it tasted a lot better.
Your head started moving back and forth real fast, and your whole ass exploded, but it got you up. So. Between
the latte and like the oh, I want one. The between that and my nicotine bags, yeah, it was a fun day for my brain.
Well, you know what they say. Time moves slower with a bag in your mouth. Somebody told me that once, and it was wise, but I don't remember where it came from.
I'm not engaging with this.
So,
hold on. While I put this back in my mouth. Time is going way too fast.
And you just pass one over here?
Yeah.
I do have a cigar. Thank you.
I also have a cigar, and I suspect our cigars. Wait, no. Are our cigars from the same place?
Oh, hold on just a second. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
They are indeed the exact same cigars. For some reason.
Oh, very nice.
The lighting is hard to get on that.
Man, I would totally smoke that cigar right now if it wasn't in my car. And if I could do it on camera without smoking inside of my house.
Yeah. Tell you what. I'll have this with me next time.
Okay.
And then we can do it.
We should, because I think that cigar is probably what
it needs to be used.
It's old. It's an old.
Do you have any more orders to go?
I have one more. I ordered from Smash Burger 1 fountain drink, 1 large smash fries, and 1 avocado bacon club burger. I really like Smash Burger's fries.
I have not tried their fries. I would like to.
They're really good. They're the only fries that I would. This looks kind of like caviar in a way that I don't hate.
I need to get a light on it so you can see the color. Yeah, that's the part that's weirding me out.
Never mind. I hate it.
Yeah, it's like green.
Why are they? No.
I'm not sure.
Canned boba shouldn't be allowed.
It also is not the right texture.
Are they hard in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, fuck, I have to eat all these or I can't put my next thing in the cup. God damn it. I'll add Smash Burger to my list. So So I had the house here to myself for a period of 4 days. So I ordered food 4 times. um,
Yeah.
the first day I got man versus fries. I got the smallest thing on the menu, which is what took me 4 days to eat. It was so it's basically what if you made a crunch wrap, but it was this thick and this big, and it was just full of food without filler. So I had to cut it into 4 pieces, and they were each the size of a large pie slice.
God.
And each one probably had like an entire steak in it of food. Like it was fuck ton. Each one had an entire steak, like 3 eggs, and like a handful of vegetables and stuff in it. And then because they had a deal, it was like, oh, get 1 order of OMG cookies and we'll send you a second. And I was like, okay. OMG cookies being fried Oreos with just a bucket of Hershey's chocolate sauce to dip them in. And they only brought 1 order, but I was like, that's just fine. So it was basically a box full of tempura Oreos that I got along with it.
That's, yeah. Yes.
The next day, I got Taco Bell because I needed more taco, in which I got a spicy soft taco, potato, of course, chips and nacho cheese, because I need something to dip the potato taco in.
Yeah, that's kind of a standard.
And a black bean, whatever the fuck they are, black bean chalupa or something.
Oh, the black bean chalupa. Is that one good? Is it good?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things on there. So I got that stuff.
I've never tried that.
I would suggest it. I think like the set that they have with it for sauces and stuff. I think that's one of the only things that specifically comes with the spicy ranch on it.
I also realized there's a spicy ranch and then there's another like ranch spicy. It's like a different variety of spicy ranch. You know what? I could just look this up. Yeah, there's another sauce that's really good.
Do some spicy ranch research. God, I really did like a Mexican food thing. The next day, I got what is essentially Russian roulette food, because I found a place that's called the Birreria Tijuana and Burrion, or Burrion, sorry. And I got tacos, agua fresca, and a dessert, and that's it. It was, do you want tacos? Do you want a drink? And do you want a dessert? And I said yes. And
yeah, I do.
The shit that I got was just whatever they gave me. So I got...
It's just like a random dessert situation? Or a random everything?
I'll send you a picture of the dessert.
Okay, please. Please do that.
And yes, it was random. I have too many. I noticed the other day that I have 3,000 pictures on my phone. I was like, this is going to be a problem.
I had the same realization yesterday. I should probably back them up. Considering that I also have 2 phones that I have broken in the last 2 years, yeah. And I did not back up any of the photos from those. And supposedly there is a way to purchase a screen off of Amazon that I can hook up to the phones with the broken screens and get them synced, but that's so much work.
Yeah, No, that's too far. I definitely... It's going to be a long day of offloading some of these pictures, and I have to go in and like change allowances to make sure that they all get taken off the phone, and like manage stuff like that. And it's just going to be a lot of stuff, and I know I need to do it, but I'm sort of dreading it. Okay, where the fuck is this picture? It shouldn't be hard to find. Go on.
I have moon sand.
Nice. Speaking of big time goblin hours, I ran across, while I was looking at some very other stuff, I ran across I ran across a story about, or several stories really, about how Bionicles is why Lego still exists. Because apparently that is the most popular thing that Legos did at like the early thousands when they did it.
That makes sense.
And the company wasn't going to be around anymore. And then Bionicle saved it.
Really? They were in... Lego was in such dire straits?
Apparently.
That is kind of hard to believe, but I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see Bionicle saving the franchise because it's really fucking good.
I mean, I can see it in my, like, my feelings. I can see it. I can't really see it, if I'm being real, when it comes to, like, the rest of the world. For some reason, it just seems like it's too garbagey, but I do love it, and it's... I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. I think it may be... I don't know. I remember... Shit, how old my brother would have been, like... when he started getting into Bionicles, because my brother had a lot of Bionicles.
Yeah.
And I could totally see that. I think that did really well with just like really younger boys, probably. But this moon sand is so fucking... Everyone should get moon sand.
Hold it up. Yeah.
I always forget, this is just like very...
It is extremely pleasing.
It's like kind of... I don't need therapy. I just need moon sand.
Well...
No.
I think you need moon sand. I actually need moon sand. I don't have any. And then I also am going to need you to look at your phone.
Okay. I did see that text come through. I wish I remembered where I found this moon sand, but I don't. Oh boy.
Yeah. Guess
That's
how much
fucked up.
Guess how much that cost?
How much money?
Like $2.
Everyone, look at this.
Yeah. It's like, what if you just put like churros and everything you'd want in a cup together? $6 for the taco, which was 3 tacos when I got it, and then the drink was like $3.50. That's how much I spent on all of it. I mean, obviously there was a delivery charge, but like the amount of good food I got for just trusting in the mystery of it was amazing. And the drink was just liquid watermelon full of watermelon pieces. Like that was the drink. It was just like a liquefied watermelon.
Isn't that that's like a type of drink. Is it that like called agua fresca or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yeah.
I've never had one of those, but I've always wanted to have one because they sound really good.
It's good.
Especially what you're describing sounds very good. Because have you ever seen in grocery stores there's this drink that's like watermelon water, but it's never as good as it sounds like it would be. Like, it's just lacking in the watermelonness.
These boba suck. So there was a drink that I still have the box of because I keep certain stuff in it. And it used to be able to buy 6-packs like a couple of years ago, and I think it was around for like a year. And it was called WTR space MLN.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That shit was so good, and it like completely disappeared.
I still see it sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I did. See, that's what I'm talking about, and I did like it, but I just always wished it was more like what you're describing. Like,
yeah, no, that is basically exactly like this is that, but with watermelon like just jammed into it.
Yeah. That's what I wanted watermelon water to be. Yeah. But man, what like.
I like to take a big swig of BLK water and then WTR MLN.
God damn it! The fact that her brain was in exactly the same fucking place. The next thing out of my mouth was going to be, wow, water's gone through a lot of evolutions in the last like 10 years. We had black water, watermelon water, and all this kind of water. Liquid Death.
Liquid Death is at the fucking both versions of it. They have black and white cans are at the gas station next to this place.
What is the difference?
I don't think there's a difference. I tried looking all over the can and it was like I couldn't find anything. Maybe one is carbonated. But I wish one was just like water with a bunch of alcohol in it. Just to see, just to like give it a shot.
I mean, if your brand is called Liquid Death, but like the hard seltzer water can't be far behind, right?
You would hope.
Man, I really want to work on a water brand because it's so stupid. It's always so stupid, but that seems fun. Let's see how we can market water.
I think, well, so this doesn't mean anything, but it might mean something. I don't fucking know. I feel like if we can talk in person, we can make some of this stuff happen easier. Maybe not.
Which thing? Are we building a water brand or the t-shirts?
I don't know. Well, t-shirts for sure. I don't know. I feel like there's enough projects that could have something.
We need. Here's a verbal job listing for anyone who's interested. There is little to no compensation for this. We'll figure it out later, but we could really use maybe a project manager. Who wants to project manage this week's podcast? Because we have a lot of really good ideas, like really good ideas. But
you could kind of like be, if your name is Sophie or Steven, we're gonna need you. Either way,
have an affinity for dinosaurs. That's fine.
Yep. We're gonna need you to have a cat for us to play with while we're high. We're gonna need you to be good at the stuff we're not good at. Yeah.
Yes. We need those people. We need a person like that who just like has connections. We have too many good ideas. We can't do all of them.
You know what I would say about us and our stuff? Brandable. And I'll say one other thing. We both like to work a little bit. And if you would like to be this part of the work, then I think we have something to talk about.
Yeah. Especially if this ever turns into like a streaming situation, it would be, God, like a dream come true to have a person who has little to no stake in any of this, listening to all of these conversations and just subjecting them to all of the bullshit that we're doing and saying. I want that.
You want to make someone hear what we say.
I want to make
real time.
Hear it and watch their.
I think we might both have a little sadism, and that's fine. I think it's required when you crawl out of the dumpster to want to like get a little bit of that in there for people.
Yeah, I don't think it's sadism. I just want someone to know how good Bionicles are.
Okay, yours is a little more earnest, but we're coming from the same place.
There's there's definitely an element of sadism. For sure.
Yeah.
But it's productive.
Yeah. It's a lot better than us being complete sociopaths. I think we have just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my sociopathy presents itself in a way that just makes people create an account on WolfQuest and play it, I think that's fine. Could be worse.
God, I want that so bad.
Dude, the new version of this movie is so good.
They're putting a lot into it. You can really WolfQuest it. So, what do you know about shifting, Madison?
Fuck you. First of all. Not a lot other than...
I have an interesting piece of not advice. Did you know? So we've described, I believe, on the podcast, the ways that we sleep in the past. Our favorite sleeping positions. Did you know that the two positions for sleeping that we have described are the two positions in charts given for optimal shifting?
Oh, I didn't know that. But okay, so I kind of understand what shifting is based on the thing that you sent me, I think.
Oh, you got sent something by somebody else about shifting. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it wasn't me.
Well, it's you sent that to me, but I also have seen just TikToks about it generally.
It's hard not to.
So, do you want to describe for everyone kind of what that...
That seems like a lot. That's fine. So shifting is, I mean, you want the truth of it. Shifting is using your imagination. You see what Madison is doing with that moon sand. Shifting is like doing that with the moon sand and going, this is brains, or I'm on the moon.
Yeah.
This is good gin now. So,
it was bad before, now it's good.
Okay, so I'll preface this actually. I've been incredibly stressed with a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately. Some of that broke recently, and maybe my personality was impacted. That's fine. We'll see how that plays out. The point is, the experience of having a huge amount of like weird, completely life-changing stressors all at once meant that I was just putting on YouTube and doing the YouTube version of doom scrolling, essentially, where, as opposed to watching Sam Cedar videos, which I do sometimes anyway, but that's relaxing to me. I was watching like absolute trash. It was like the I watch on this tablet from my I think that was from an Alaska trip, and a main use of that tablet is looking up dumb shit and watching television. And I was doing both, and it would be like first playing like, oh, this is a clip from an anime you've never seen, and I'd just be like, great.
Okay.
And then it would get to the next thing, and it would be like, I got trapped in Malfoy's room. I'd be like, okay. And then it would be like, I'm gonna have a computer read a chapter of Lovecraft. And it's like, great. But then it kept going more and more to shifting, which the main portion of shifting is to Harry Potter, because nobody has anything interesting to say. So there's just a bunch of people out there who really want to fuck Draco, which I forget that guy's name. I'm going to need you, Madison, to look up a picture of modern day Draco Malfoy and tell me how fuckable he is. Because
oh, okay.
I don't know about that.
I also don't know his name. But I really fucking... Sorry. I'm writing down modern day Draco Malfoy because that's going to be the name of a band someday.
Or a song. But
it autocorrected to modern day Draco Malady.
Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't.
It's probably like a bad dragon product. That's the ovipositor, the malady.
Draco. This typing's not going well. Draco Malfoy. Oh no.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, I gotta find this guy's Instagram. Tom Felton.
Tom Felton. Okay. So Tom Felton has gone the way of a lot of British people when they get a little older. Either, if you're British, you either... this isn't racist, I'm white. Either, if you're British, you either go like, oh, you're becoming like an extra from like a show about Britain in the like 1600s. Or you go the direction that's like, why are you ripped, you fucking weirdo? Those are the two ways you can go. Tom Felton.
He went one way.
Go away. You wanna hold up your favorite?
Yeah,
it's tough to pick, I know.
so just this.
Yowza, dude! Anyway.
Oh no.
So
okay.
There's a lot of big Felton energy coming off that. So
he has a lot of anyway, continue.
Yeah. He has a lot of what?
He has a lot of pictures posted where he has like sunburns, but they only appear here on his forehead, like symmetrically. But he has like so many of like that must just be how he sunburns.
Wait, like just the tops?
Like here, I'll send some examples.
So I have a lot of I have a lot of amusing to me reasons why he would have that sunburn, but it's not really that interesting.
Okay, now I gotta circle. Okay, there's at least two.
So, just as like a shifting continuation, this whole idea has basically come from the start of this year and the end of last year, and it's dealing with the idea that people think if they go to sleep in the right positions, which are, you can go back and listen to the way that we sleep. Those are the two positions, they say. They are claiming that they being psychopaths. They're claiming that
TikTok teens.
Yeah, TikTok teens. They're claiming that you can, if you want it bad enough, you can put yourself. Essentially, they're explaining astral projection
Oh my god.
to people. They're saying you can astral project into Harry Potter. And almost exclusively, you will find TikTok videos of women crying, saying that they are so sad that they're back because they astral projected / shifted into Tom Felton's room as Draco Malfoy in the real Harry Potter universe, and they had a relationship, and then as with shifting, they had to come back, and they're trying desperately to go back before, the inevitable happens, and he does some stuff that gets that weird sunburn on his face.
Yeah,
So
I sent that to you, by the way.
Oh, good.
But first of all, I was literally about to say the same thing about the astral projection. What's that fucking in the IT crowd? His like space star ordering.
How did Tom Felton go from 0 to Sean Penn in like? Anyway.
So these people are basically describing dreaming, right?
Yep.
We're talking about having dreams.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, okay, so you want me to get in the starfish position and be in Harry Potter. And I was like, okay, like, I get it. People are weird. It's not
sure.
It's not a thing I didn't expect. It's just a thing that I wasn't expecting right now. And also, like, why is Harry Potter still popular? But whatever. The thing that I then decided was like, I know these motherfuckers are doing this shit for warrior cats, and guess what? They are, and it's so
really good.
You guys will have to find this on your own because I didn't keep the tabs. It's like the only time I didn't keep the tabs ever. Partially because now it's erasing tabs to open new ones. Don't worry about it. There are people who are making detailed accounts of their ascension through clans in real warrior cats where they have shifted to during the night for wide stretches of time. And
maybe like 7 to 8 hours, possibly during an REM sleep cycle.
But it's so much longer on the other side. Yeah. Not like a dream though. So the so there's a lot of like love stories with cats, which I mean you're gonna run into in warrior cats anyway, but like not good sometimes when you think about it.
I don't have to think that hard about it for it not to be great.
Well, they wrote it all down, which is sort of the problem. So the thing is, this definitely exists, and I think everybody needs to look it up. Just
it's important.
Look up warrior cat shifting. I'm gonna be real. I looked up bionicle shifting first, and nobody was doing it. But that doesn't mean they won't be.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, you will.
Whether or not I was able to, oh god damn it, I'm gonna fuck this up. Return the Mask of Light to the, whatever the, nope, I'm not even gonna try.
You can't.
There's too much moon sand action going on in my hands. I can't possibly recall the exact plot of Bionicles right now.
Well, you're going to have to use the Mask of Light and your friend's sacrifice to become the Guardian. And then you'll be a powerful enough Toa to deal with Robo Devil.
I wouldn't mind an extended shifting romance with the water lady, the water Toa. She's cool. Whichever generation, I don't care. She's always hot.
You and me both. She's the only character in that set other than Ice Guy, but Ice Guy's like, you know, he's a cool friend. You don't want to blast that guy.
Although I really like the Wind Guy too, but he's not like.
Go on. He's not hot. Yeah, I know his personality, and he's not hot. I get it. The Wind Guy is the Michelangelo of Toa, and that's fine. There are some people who that's perfect for, just like the Ice Guy is like the people who were like girls who were unironically into like Metal Gear Solid, but were like, I could get in there. Yeah, the Ice Guy's there for you, and that's fine. He's very competent, and he always gets defeated by something weird. Water Lady's the right choice. Fuck off. You can stop listening if you don't want to hear it. Anyway, people are shifting into shit, and it's just astral projection, and I'm sick of it.
Is it really astral projection? Like, isn't with astral projection there's some component of like speaking to or communicating with stars or like wishing on. I clearly don't really know what astral projection is. I only know what space star ordering is, and that in my head is the same thing. Is it not?
So from the books I've read, fuck off, astral projection and pamphlets.
Yeah.
Astral projection is usually just a state of meditation or sleep meditation in which you go to another place.
So what does the astral mean in that?
Astral is just referring to you on the astral plane. So like you are.
Oh, okay. So the problem is that I don't know what astral means.
I'm
thinking astro.
No, astral. You're tossing your powerful kundalini all the way across the earth in certain cases.
I hate everything you just said.
You know where the kundalini is, right?
No, I don't.
Go ahead and look that up.
I'm looking up astral. No, wait, I'm right. Okay, astral typically means of or connected with or resembling. Oh, okay. Relating to a supposed non-physical realm of existence to which various psychic and paranormal phenomena are ascribed. Okay, cool. So it means stars and also other things.
Yes.
Okay. How do you fucking spell that?
K.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Right after Kurt Cobain, we got Kundalini.
Yeah, your phone is going to know Kundalini whether you typed it or not. Honestly, it's...
Yeah. In Sanskrit, Kundalini means coiled snake, and it is believed that divine energy was created at the base of the spine.
Yeah.
Kundalini awakening. What are the signs, and is it safe? Yoga journal.
It's the same shit. People have been into shifting forever. They just call it different things. And also, I don't know.
I mean, fuck, whatever. Like, if you... I don't... Whatever.
Everybody, do what you're doing. Have a good time. As long as it's not fucking white nationalism or some garbage, great. Try to recycle, but mostly try to go on strike, because that's better.
Or you could just shift into consciousness of being a warrior cat and, I don't know, being Firestar's girlfriend or something? I don't know. Whatever that would be.
Yeah, I didn't think about it at all. That's not a thing that I've considered in the past.
Yeah.
Says Madison.
Yeah.
not everybody has to be a star sign. Also, the fact that my phone is just circled pictures of Tom Felton really puts a certain whatever. Did you see that one of those pictures you circled is selling something?
Oh yeah, I didn't open it. I saw that it was that, and I was like, okay. But it does show the weird sunburn thing that he's got going on in a bunch of different posts. It's like the middle of his head doesn't get sunburned. It's just the sides.
It's almost whatever. It's fine. Use your imagination. Where is the shit that I was concerned about? Okay, I'm gonna read a poem. Shut up, everybody. This is a poem written by Kurt, one of our 2 resident writers. It is in the same vein as our other poems, or our other stories, but it's not the same format. This last week was Kurt's birthday, so happy birthday, Kurt.
So many July birthdays.
I know. It's why the June birthdays don't get any respect. Anyway, so here's the poem.
It's because your birthday's cursed, dude.
Oh, are you sure? Fuck! I'm not talking about it. You tasted it, you know. Anyway, here's the poem. It's not cursed. My birthday has come on a Monday this year, and for some reason this time, Lindsey Graham is here. In his hands is a gift bag, on his face a shitty sneer. No one's face is shittier than Lindsey Graham's in this year. I told you on Twitter, I angrily mutter. I don't want your present. Did I fucking stutter? Lindsey rolled his eyes like the old queen that he is. He seems positively exhausted from benevolent birthday biz. Take your dumb gift. Take it. It's free. I have to get home to dunk on the GOP. I took the gift glumly. Lindsey Graham, you're the worst. He shrugs and is gone before the end of this verse. I failed to avoid him, although I had tried. So despite my best judgment, I check what's inside. There's only a card. It's blank on the front. I turn it around and find just one word. Cunt. And that's the birthday poem.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I like that. So talented.
Yeah, thank you, Kurt. College did not. I'm glad you went to writing college. You go on.
It shows. It shows.
It shows.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that I was all of my friends or some of my friends from Coeur d'Alene are visiting this week, and these are most of the not primary, but the people that I know that listen to our podcast and actually hold watch parties for it.
Hey, you guys. Sorry I haven't met you. Maybe in the future.
Hey, hi. But I have heard from them. Yeah, okay. I have heard from them.
Oh, that wasn't related. I just wanted it. It's okay. Yeah, good.
I'm gonna look at this tomorrow and be like, what the
What happened? Honestly, looking through some of my notes, similar feelings.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Quote, how to get wet in Boise. Go on.
What was it? Oh, that probably was about the fountain, huh?
He pisses on my piles. Go on. Go on.
Anyway, according to these friends, the fanfic and the poetry is to them somehow a very challenging portion of the podcast, which I love.
Huh?
I love that.
We need you to read one because that challenge can't be all me. I can't be the bad guy here.
Oh no. Did I not read one?
You did.
I could read more. I should read more. I would like to. If there are more to be had, I would like to read them.
We still have one planned for Meghan McCain. So you'll definitely be that.
Fuck. Is she still on The View?
No.
Not anymore?
Or she's leaving. She announced her departure.
Yeah. It gets really hard being on national TV when you're not allowed to have the opinions that you want and say the things you want on national TV. And it's, it's really hard to be silenced in that way when you can't say the things that she says constantly on national TV.
Yeah, it can be really hard to call Antifa violent communists when you don't understand what Antifa or communism are.
It's hard.
Yeah. Side note.
I was watching...
Oh, you go first.
Okay. I think this was a part of a Sam Cedar clip that came up the other day where I don't think it was a recent one. It was like a clip of Meghan McCain on The View around Christmas time talking about how her dad, crazy, her bringing up her dad.
Complete piece of shit, yeah.
Every Christmas used to tell her this like POW story where this guy like sewed the American flag into his coat or something, and he got the shit beat out of him, and they ripped the flag out of his coat, and the first thing he did was sew it back into his coat, and that's why it's really important to her that people respect the flag, because it was really because patriotism, but like
sure.
Where was I going with that?
I mean, it's a good Christmas story.
That's what that's where I was going. Why the fuck is John McCain telling her that story every Christmas? It's this like horrifying, traumatizing story of this guy just like getting beat within an inch of his life.
I mean, one reason is that John McCain never did anything except crash planes and be a POW. I think he crashed like 6 planes. Like, for real. Like, he was a terrible pilot, and the only thing he legitimately had happen to him that was real was he was a POW for a while. Which sucks. I'm sure that was not fun, but, like, we put people in concentration camps. Like, there's a lot of not fun things that you should leave being a POW with being like, we can't do this to people. And he didn't. He left being like, yeah, America, I love it.
Better tell my children about this terrifying story. Every Christmas. Well, like, Christmas?
Was this Santa Claus? Does Santa Claus have a jacket that he sews the American flag into?
I'm pretty sure Santa Claus does have the American flag sewn into his jacket.
You know, if on the back of that American flag he just wrote the word cunt, they would have left it on his jacket.
Yeah.
Gotta think outside the bun and live Moss. You know what I'm saying? You do know what I'm saying, because you live Moss like once a week.
I appreciate your conservative estimate. Trying to save me face on this podcast. Thanks.
Those potato tacos. they call.
More than once a week they do.
Yeah.
And I answer. I don't pick up my phone for nobody, but I see the tail sometimes. Someone please make this stop.
You know, we're going to have to stop this podcast, but also I'm going to have to tell you that I was going to call doom scrolling on YouTube stress tubing, but then I remembered Jeffrey Tube, and I was like, that's not a good way to say that.
I feel like I know who that is generally in
He's
any
like,
moment that's not now, but I don't right now.
He's a politician that was just jerking off on camera a few months ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Somebody out there's like, nice.
Nice. Sticking it to the man.
Anyway, end this podcast.
I'm not trying to make you suffer. I'm generally having a rough time with everything. I know I don't usually say bajabbers, but I'm gonna say bajabbers.
Oh, and McClunky, be gone, thoughts.
We did it.